The next question. An election tribunal is set up to conduct primary election register. The answer is B. To resolve election disputes. After the result has been released, there will always be agitation for and against. Alright, so at that point, the electoral tribunal is set up. A tribunal is a special court. A special court set up to try special cases. Special court for special cases, like election disputes. Alright? We have that every election time in Nigeria. We have another general election coming up next year, 2027. Of course, there's still going to be a tribunal after the result has been released for disputes that may arise. Dual citizen. What dual means two? Somebody carrying two, what they call it, identity of two different countries. That's what it means. Belonging to two countries legally, dual citizenship. You know, many Nigerians are having that, but that of America, when they are pregnant, they want to put together 1 week or 1 month of delivery, they run to US to come and deliver the baby. And so during the US by birth, the baby, by place of birth, become one citizen of US. And that is what Donald Trump has stopped in his new executive order that he gave last year. He has stopped it. The fact that you are born in US does not make you a citizen of US. No. So those Nigerians that enjoy all this over the years, I don't know how they're going to do them, so they do for other countries. They do that for Canada, for so many other countries too. Okay? The next one, freedom of expression allows citizens to insult leaders. No. Speak opinions within the law, yes. Disobey court order, but the answer is what? Speak opinions within the law. You can't just be insulting your leaders. If you do that, you can be charged for libel. Okay? So speak opinions within the law. Speak to the limit the law of the land permits you. Alright? Very well. The right to fair hearing is protected by the police, constitutional, political party, army, by the constitution. You have fair hearing. No matter what has happened to you, you're entitled to express yourself, to come for a defense, either through yourself or through your lawyer. Fair hearing, to hear from you before you are what? You are just an accused, you are not yet a criminal until the process is completed by the law. Okay? One duty of a citizen is to obey the law, overthrow government, reject taxes is to obey the law. Obey the law. That is the primary duty of every citizen. Obligation, obey the law. Okay? If all of us obey the law of the land, there will be peace in the land. Fundamental human rights can be suspended during election period, national emergency, parliament debate, party parliament, during national emergency. When there's national emergency like curfew, like crisis like ESAS, crisis like ESAS we experienced some years back, right, may be suspended at that point. Curfew, this curfew, oh sorry, the spelling was not in order. Okay, curfew. Alright? Coffee is when there's restriction in movement. Maybe there's a crisis and you now restrict your movement. You say between 6 a.m. in the morning and 6 in the evening. Afterwards, nobody should move. Okay. So national emergency. Nigeria operates a confederal, I've said that a federal system of government. That's how we call Nigeria what? Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's how we call it, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because we're operating what? Federal system of government. And that started in 1954 under the Tintin Constitution. The Tintin Constitution of 1954. That's when we started. We adopted federal system of government. And that's what we're operating to date. Okay? Although there was a twist. I think it was 1966, when WASSCE came in as a military of state and made a Decree 33 to change Nigeria from federal system to what? To unitary system. And that was one of the reasons he was assassinated, was killed. Okay? And when the new government came, Gawan, they continue with what? Federal system of government. Okay? Also, this was what led to the Nigerian Civil War. Remember, Ojukwu and Gawan, they were struggling for power.
Get the cheapest science materials from allschoollabs.com.
Ojukwu Gawan is still alive today, and Ojukwu, they were struggling for power. Ojukwu. Okay? And the agreement for Ojukwu for Gawan to become head of state then was that Nigeria should change from federal system to confederal system, confederation, which they agreed. That was called Aburi Accord. Aburi Accord in Ghana. Aburi Accord in Ghana. But instead of Yakubu Gowon to implement it, he decided to what? Break Nigeria from 4 regions to what? To 12 states. And that's what led to what? Biafra War. Ojukwu declared that the eastern region is the state of Biafra. Biafra War that lasted for 30 months, 3 years. Okay, 1967 to 1970 January. Okay, very well. The Chief Justice of Nigeria is appointed by Mr. President, subject to confirmation of the National Assembly, Senate. The Senate. Okay, now we have what we call the Judiciary Council. The Judiciary Council will suggest names, maybe 2 or 3 names to the President, on which will be appointed. The Judiciary Council are made up of retired judges, men of impeccable characters who have been judges by themselves but are retired. So the Judiciary Council suggests names of active judges that should be appointed as Chief Justice. Chief Justice, mind you, CJN is the head of judiciary in Nigeria. Okay? While the President is head of what? Executive. While the Senate President is head of what? Legislature. So you can see how it is so interwoven. Alright? So they suggest to the President, and then they will appoint the person and submit the name to Senate for confirmation. Oftentimes, the Senate are just rubber stamp confirming what the President wants. Okay? The Federal Executive Council assists the President in policy formulation. Who are the Executive Council? These are the cabinet members. What are cabinets? Cabinet are the ministers. Okay? Then we have the governors. We have the state governors. We have the central bank governor. We have the security chiefs. All the security chiefs, head of army, head of police, head of navy. So they are all part of the Executive Council. The head president to formulate what? Policy. Okay? Local government elections are conducted by INEC, National Assembly, State INEC, Supreme Court. The answer is State Independent Electoral Commission. INEC conducts national elections. National elections. While state SIEC, State Independent Electoral Commission, conducts local government elections. Okay? This one conducts national and states. This one conducts local government election. SIEC is under INEC. Okay? Well. The Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission is responsible for conducting census, sharing national revenue, sharing national revenue. They are the one that decide the remuneration of political public office holders, particularly public office holders, right? Remuneration I'm talking about in terms of wages or salary and allowances. They are all determined by this RMAFC. We call it RMAFC. Revenue Mobilization, Allocation, and Fiscal Commission. Okay? Sharing national revenue. The General Assembly of the United Nations consists of, yes, what we call a General Assembly. General Assembly is the assembly of all members of the United Nations. I think about 188 nations now, all members, right? So all members, states. C. The one that's talking about 5 permanent members is the what? Security Council. The Security Council. Okay? The Security Council, we have 15 members. 5 of them are permanent member, while 10 are non-permanent. Okay? The Security Council. The answer for this is C. Right? The next question. Peacekeeping missions are organized mainly to what? To promote, to maintain peace in troubled areas. So many countries, Nigeria, are part of peacekeeping mission, starting from Liberia, Somalia, whatever, you know. The intent for peacekeeping, sending those missions, is to try to stabilize the polity, to maintain peace and order in those troubled spots. Okay, that's the answer there. Nigerian foreign policy places strong emphasis on Africa, you should know now. In fact, what they call Africa, it's a policy in Nigeria called Africa, is the centerpiece of Nigerian foreign policy. Africa is centerpiece of Nigerian foreign policy. In other words, Nigeria sees itself as the giant of Africa, the big brother in Africa. So when Nigeria is relating with any other countries in Asia, in Europe, in America, other continents, Nigeria will consider the interests of Africa first before these other countries, to make sure that its policy is not affecting any member of Africa nation negatively. Okay? Economic sanctions are used to reward foreign nations, punish countries that violate rules, promote tourism, is to punish countries that violate rules. Most of the time, under United Nations, well, it's a Security Council, the Security Council I mentioned earlier, that want to give sanctions. Like when Russia attacked Ukraine, you know, sanctions were laid on Russia by Security Council. Meanwhile, Russia is also a member of Security Council. Right? An ambassador represents his country in another country. An ambassador. Someone who's representing Nigerian interests in the US is called what? Nigerian ambassador to US. Excuse me, it's representing Nigerian interests. Okay? Ambassador. Accountability in public office means answering for actions taken, being responsible for your actions. That's accountability. Being responsible for your deeds. That's accountability. Whether we have it in Nigeria or not, you know better. Okay? You know the answer to that. Our leaders, are they accountable? Are they taking responsibility for the actions? Or what they are doing, their decisions? Okay. Transparency in governance promotes corruption, trust, dictatorship, secrecy. Promotes what? Trust. When there's transparency, people tend to trust the government. But when things are done in secrecy, when the government business is being run like a private business, when government is being run like a family business, then people will not trust the government. Of course, that's corruption. So trust. Okay. Development planning helps a country to waste resources, set economic goals, avoid budget and reduce production, set economic goals. When you do proper planning, developmental planning, then you are setting economic goals for that country. Okay? One problem of public corporation is, public corporation are government-owned businesses. Government-owned businesses. So why was it set up? Government set up this business to do what? To provide welfare services, not to make profit, but to provide welfare services to the people, to make life more meaningful to the people. So one major problem faced by this public corporation is they don't maximize profits. These are private individuals that have bad profits. Over efficiency, not really mismanagement, private assets or mismanagement. Most of these public businesses are being mismanaged. And that's why people are saying that government has no business being business. That's why people believe that government has no business being business. And so also believe that when in private individuals are managing businesses, they do better. And you can take for a very simple instance, refineries. The Nigerian government, through NNPC, has 4 refineries. One of them is working. Refineries were spent billions over the years. Yet they're not working. And that was just came up with the zone that went to refinery, just one. And that's what we have today. National integration promotes ethnic rivalry, unity among diverse groups, regional conflict. This one is unity. Integration means coming together, coming together, unity among diverse groups. With this, we have come to the end of this class. You can go through the video one over again, and if you have any question, please, you can send it to us through the link, and then share the link with your friends so that these two can enjoy what you're enjoying with us. Enjoy yourself, and thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the video you just watched. To see more content as that, preparing you for your upcoming exam, make sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on notification. Also, remember that you can use the comment section to send us your questions or your inquiries, and we are happy to take them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.